Right. Let's see. Can't get somebody on here. Let's see. Yeah, we got one person watching. What do we got? Oh, there's Zoe the cat. What's going on? And there's G Key Man. It went good, I think. Uh, I wish I could have done better, but I guess I got to look at it as it was my first one, and I was pretty nervous because I didn't want to let everybody down. So I guess we'll see. It should probably be out next week. But I had fun though. Uh-oh. Hope it wasn't bad. I had a pretty exciting week. I got the roof finished at my house, and I did the oh, there's lockpick and Leo. And then I just did the Lockpicker 1969 100th episode interview where I interviewed him. So I think I could have done better, but you know, it is what it is. How you doing, Lockpick and Leo? Well, I didn't do it all myself. I hired some guys to do it, but we got it done. Me and my son and his girlfriend tore the old roof off and replaced the boards, and then put the ice and water down, and then so yeah, I thought I'd get on here because I haven't been on because I've been dealing with the roof and getting ready for this interview today. And oh, there's Dutch. How's it going, Dutch? I have absolutely no plan for this live. I haven't even got a lock or anything out to pick at. I just figured I'd get on and see what happens, see where it goes. If you want to get on, I can send you a link if I can remember how, but just let me know. Um, Other than that, yeah, I could show off. I got from Southern Specialties. I got their jackknife. And Aaron over there always hooks me up. Put my logo on there, and then laser engraved gears all over it, and then my name on the back. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I got I had them put the dog legs from Greyhound. I had them put those on there because I do like those dog legs. All right, Dutch. Yeah, we'll probably be here. Oh, there's Spontaneous. I sent you a message earlier. So what's everybody up to? Anybody picking anything interesting? I'm going to be working on making G Keyman a Adloy pick. I was getting that out and going earlier today. Well, early this morning because I was pretty nervous for the interview. So I'm going to be working on that here probably later this afternoon. I got to make some other disc detainer picks for a couple other people that wanted some. So what's going on across the pond there? Lockpick and Leo. Fill me in on all the news. I really want to go over there and visit Europe and see all the old castles and all the old history. I'm a big history buff. Oh, already, we'll probably be here. These usually end up lasting a while, so take my watch off. All right. Well, I forgot my thing outside, but I'm not going to leave you guys now. Oh, there's Dots. All the usual suspects. What is up? I was just telling everybody I did the interview today for Lockpicker 1969, his 100th episode, so that should be going up. Hopefully, I did okay. Oh, there's Rune Smith. Oh boy. It's on now. We got Rune Smith, we got Dots, we got Lockpick and Leo, we got Dutch Picker. Well, he's taking a shower. He'll be back. We got Spontaneous. We got G Keyman. This could go crazy. It was okay. I think I let my nerves get the best of me because I didn't want to let anybody down, but I guess we'll see. I got I'm going to get me a set of picks from Runesmith here shortly. I'm pretty excited about. Awesome. Then you got it. In fact, I'll put it down right now so I don't forget as soon as I remember where I put that paper. Well, I will put you down later because I don't remember where I put that paper. So what else? Yeah, I can't wait to get Runesmith's picks to try them out. They look so awesome. I can't wait. And I'll be one of the first ones over here to have them. So that'll be a first too. I'm excited about that. Oh, so what's everybody working on? Anybody need any help with a lock or anything? Yeah, I can't wait. I don't have anything in particular I'm working on at the moment. Um, G Key Man, let me borrow some different locks. So I picked through those, some lotto locks, because I was going to try and help Greyhound with his lotto locks. But it didn't work out that way. And I got all of them, but what didn't I get? Oh, I never finished this one. And I burned through the 1100 and his 6835s that he rekeyed. And I really liked this one. Oh, you got your brown belt? That's freaking awesome. I was looking down in the box and missed half the chat. Let me look back. Okay. Let's see. Dots has got an American Lock 700. You're about to put to work. Oh, man, them 600s and 700s, they're hard. I think it has to do with the shackle tension. God, I wish I'd stop doing that. I did not want to put that up there. So your brown belt was approved a couple days ago. Just looking to find some black belt locks. Nice. All you found at the flea market was a tiny dagger and a couple wafer locks. Oh, that sucks. That's awesome. You got your brown. Oh, shoot. Yeah, they were probably sleeping. I forgot to tell them when I left early this morning. Sorry about that. I can bring them up to you. Okay. Oh, and then we got Lady Lux in here. Uh, I'm trying to catch up on the ticker here. Okay, I think I've caught up. We got Lady Lux in the house. We got Lockpick and Leo Dots. Oh, now we got new house. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to actually start doing something. I don't know what I just pushed. Okay. So yeah, that's where we're at. Oops. I don't know what I'm pushing. And if anybody wants to hop on, I will do my best at attempting to send you the link if anybody is interested. Yeah, I know. It got all kinds of crazy real quick. What's going on, new house? You threw me for a loop this morning. I was sitting there getting ready to go in to do the interview, and you popped on. I was like, wait a minute. Something's not right here. So yeah, I guess I can pick at these guys. What else is going on? Lady Locks, how's your day going? I guess I'll try to pick in a vice so that maybe you guys can see a little bit. Guess I'll pick at this Avis. What number is it? It's the 7640, I think. See if I can break my. Yeah, I tried a few of them. I sat there the other night and picked through a few. I didn't get them all, but I got most of them. Yep, go take care of your kids. Good. Oh boy. Oh man. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully you can get it back up and get back on track. Get her uh, blood pressure back on track. Well, we're all here for you, Lady Locks. You know that. Ugh. Or whatever you need. Oh, now we got Rock out in here. How's it going, Rock out? And you know, Lady Locks, you got my number anytime. See, this has been a pretty fun lock to pick at, and I've usually gotten it by now. But of course, since it's on camera, who knows what's going to happen. I always feel nervous when Lady Locks is in my uh, comment section. It's like, I don't want to mess up. Come on. You're right there. What is going on? Well, I appreciate you all coming on and hanging out with me. See, these locks know when they're on camera. I sat there and, since this is a fairly easy one, I picked it and picked it. And I was like, yeah, if I start picking on camera, on a live or something, I'll do this one before I send it back to GP Man. And of course, now I get it on camera. Tuesday night. Who's free Tuesday night? Come on, are you serious? This Your house, were you asking me if I was free Tuesday night or somebody else? I'm confused. Yeah, come on. What is going on? Did I practice this because it was such an easy pick? Me? Yeah, I can join you if you want. For sure. Yeah, I don't have anything planned. I got my roof done. I got the interview with Lockpick in 1969 done. So I'm pretty open. Oh, you and me both. But yeah, I'll definitely come on with you and sushi. Sushi does some cool stuff, man. Are you kidding me? Maybe it's because it's in a clamp. Yeah, I'll write that down to be in new houses on Tuesday. Well, that shot out on me. Maybe it's because I had it in a vise. I don't like picking in a vise. Oh, she's got the hepatitis. Yeah, I'm way more comfortable, and it's an Avis Lotto 7640 G Key man let me borrow to do some lotto locks. I liked picking it until I got on camera. Well, maybe I wasn't getting that last pin. I think that's what it was. It gives you some good clicks. That's what I like about it. I don't think I was getting that last pin when I had it in the vise. %60 of the time, it works every time. All right. It's just making an ass out of me. But yeah, there's a, looks like it's about a 7-pinner. But I was quite enjoying picking this earlier. It's the 7640. Oh, there's Sushi. We were just talking about you. How you doing? I'm making it look like I don't know how to pick a single lock because it's on camera. Yeah, I'm just not a vice picker, but I try to because it's better for you guys to see when I'm actually trying to do something. But I pick just about everything in hand. Yeah, Newhouse was saying you're going to be on with him Tuesday night. You were seeing if I would come on with you guys. I said, heck yeah. What's the topic of discussion? Did you want to get on, G Key man? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's I can send you the link if you want to get on. Also, I'm not the only one that really struggles with a vice. Okay. Copy link. And I'll go here. And hopefully I didn't lose you. Did I? Everybody still there? Or are we still? Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I didn't want to do that either. All right. And we
Hello.
got G Keyman on here.
Oh, gotta switch cameras. Come
Are
on.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Give me a second here.
Probably turn it off.
Ooh.
There we go. You're all black.
Yeah, it's my other camera.
Ah,
Yeah, man. Gotta catch up. Oh,
wow! I actually did it fairly quick. Okay.
come on.
Yeah, sushi. I get better feedback when it's in my hand too.
There we go.
Cool. Oh boy,
How's the audio?
sounds great. Yep. There's a first time for everything. I've got him on camera twice. Oh, you're doing a quick set. Oh boy.
An actual quick set. It's a pain in the ass one.
I think they all are. Oh, what do we got? I guess I'll try this Wilson Bohannon. So I haven't messed with it yet.
Oh, come on.
Oh, get that
See,
one.
that wasn't all the lotto locks.
There's all kinds. Yeah, I should have set that stuff out there for you. I just didn't think about it. I was pretty nervous this morning.
That's okay. Uh,
I hope it turns out okay. And and Lockpicker 1969 likes it. And
come on.
so what else is everybody doing? Altner's not too dead. Man, We got everybody. Not Too Dead, check it out. I got G Keyman picking live. And I'm just sticking tools into locks and not getting anything because there's a camera on me.
Hey, I got it.
Nice.
Oops. Wasn't that bad.
Yep, performance anxiety. I needed it. I can't tell you how nervous I was. Not the fact that I was talking on camera or anything, is just I didn't want to let anybody down, you know?
This is one I rekeyed.
Oh,
Just a generic brass, no name. Doesn't even say China on it.
huh.
But I pulled all these pins out and rekeyed it. That's what it is now.
That's awesome. That's what I want to do with, I got this, I'll show it here in a second as soon as I put these back because there's just no point in me picking on camera. It's not happening today. I got this. I'm going to make a hand block out of. I'm pretty excited about it. I just don't know what or how I'm going to pull it off. I don't even know if you guys can hear me or if I'm just talking to myself. Sorry.
I can hear. We can hear you. At least I
Okay.
can.
I got this Olympus padlock that's that I got from the locksmith place that I had dealing with and kind of uh, bought into to sell off what was left. And this is one of the ones I have left. But I think that would make a really cool challenge lock. When I took it, when I went to take the core out, I took the screw out, I slid the bottom out, and the spring was so strong it shot that cover off. So yeah, but I think that would make a really cool challenge lock. That's my goal anyway.
You see this big, huge spring thing? No key. It's an old tricycle circle.
Oh,
Take that plate out right there and repin it.
nice.
And that's the way it looks because my camera is doing a correction on the mirror thing. So this is the left side.
Ah, am I? Is my camera? Oh,
Nope, you're right.
okay. I never know how to fix it, even if it was.
Down in that little gear thing below the screen,
Yeah.
you click on that, and then there's a option that says let me see. Yeah, it's under the video thing. You have different options. Let me see. Under right at the very bottom it says mirror, not mirror.
Ah, okay. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was standing right out. I didn't even see it. Too much crap on my desk. All right. I can't remember if this one picked easily or not.
All right, I have G Key Man come over and set me up right with all kinds of cameras. I guess I got to get cameras first.
Yeah, I got 2 HD web cameras.
Yeah.
Plus, I have one of the ear cameras. You know, the little skinny, tiny thing. Let me see, it's around here somewhere. Uh, anyway, I got one of these. Right.
Yeah.
I got one of them. I can plug that one in, or I have a microscope one that will get way close and
Oh,
zoom
really?
way in. I mean, you can see down inside the pin thing, and
Yeah.
it's a microscope one. I can plug all 4 of these in, the 2 regular web cameras, and either one of them I can switch between them.
Really?
Yep. Um, the uh, my web camera, the one that you're seeing me now,
Yeah.
this is actually mounted on the long shackle from Jason on SD Lock and Key that he gave me with the Avis 8345, but I
Yeah.
wanted the short shackle. He gave me both of them because that was what was in it when it was jammed up. Um, so I took it out and put the short one in it, and this one I got mounted to it's a height stand for machinists.
Yeah.
It's about a foot tall, so I've got the uh, the shackle mounted through the mount piece to the post and a big metal base that's holding up the camera so I can it's above my work here.
Oh, that's cool.
So I can lay stuff out here and take pictures. Did you watch that video I sent you?
Oh, yeah.
That was your lock going together.
That's awesome. It looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah. And I moved I had a little LED strip light, you know, just like it looks like a tiny fluorescent light, but it's LED, about a
Yeah.
foot long. I got that mounted on top of my monitor with a piece of paper deflecting the light down towards the desk so that it lights up this stuff down here pretty good.
Yeah, I got to get something to put like down here.
Yeah.
Maybe my pink unicorn ring light, but then I don't have any light over there. So I'll have to get me another ring light. I bought me a like selfie stick thing. Yeah, I thought the light would be good on, and I could, mount it above. But nope, it came with these little inky lights that don't light anything up.
Yeah, you kind of need a lot of light.
Yeah, and these just don't do it. I'll get there one day.
I think this one was a pain in the ass.
But this thing is kind of cool. You can pull this little remote off and take pictures from your phone. But it turned out to be kind of useless. For me, anyway.
Yeah, this one's a pain in the ass. Anyway,
That's what I. Oh, so Tuesday night we gotta all be over to new houses.
okay, I give up on that one.
Yeah, it's the turn the camera on curse.
Wow, that one was a pain in the ass when I got it.
Yeah,
Also got this other one. This is a Hampton. I've got a couple of these, um, but this one doesn't have a key. I don't think this one was that bad.
I started getting the stuff ready for your um abloy pick that I gotta start putting together for you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use the old cheap Chinese disc detainer, but I gotta get the right a different tip here, and then I can make the rest. Already got it started.
this this is the one I. It's the same keyway as that one I gave you to play with.
Yeah,
This is the Enforcer 341. You can see the number.
yeah,
Anyway, but it's the same keyway.
nice.
So I mean that key will actually fit in here. It just won't turn it. Obviously, it's the wrong key.
Yeah,
Um, and I got this one from a guy that he's got a whole bucket of locks. He just hasn't dug them out of his shed yet.
yeah,
You know how that goes. He's been digging them out for a couple of years now.
yeah. I didn't think I'd get my safe back out of my buddy's barn because he's one of those. We'll dig it out. It's in there. I know it's in there.
Yeah, I actually have another abloy that's the straight half circle one, the
Oh yeah.
classic. Yep, that one I have a key for.
Oh well, then I can make you both tips.
Yeah, well the one will work for both.
Yeah.
The classic wouldn't work for that one. Anyway,
Well, I'm gonna get working on that this week and getting some other uh, tips made for Lady Locks and Mr. Inferno because they don't want to make the tips, and I don't mind making them. And it gives me a. I go through this whole routine where I'll pick through just normal pin tumblers, and then I'll go through um, you know dimple locks, and then I'll try disc detainers, but I don't have any disc detainers, and then I'll get mad at that, and then I'll mess with whatever safe dial thing I got around, and then I'll want to make a pick or some tensioners or something. So I need to swoop around to making some stuff, and maybe you guys might want to watch it. I'll make videos of it.
yeah. So how's everybody else doing?
Yeah, what's going on in the chat? Oh, dang it. We should stop doing that. Oh, I didn't mean to hide the. I don't know what I pushed. Okay.
Oops.
Well, Marissa's patient zero. I know that she's starting the new virus that's going around. She said she was sick. We're gonna do new house on Tuesday. Lockpick and Leo wants to watch uh me make these picks. I'll try to do videos on it and get it going. I started, but I got sidetracked with doing that interview.
Did I tell you, Lady Luck sent me a big ass bag of keys?
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Nice. Did any of those best keys work for oh wow. That's awesome. I like keys.
There's a shitload of dimple keys. Ass Abloy Triton. That's a Triton 2. I didn't even see that one yet. A West something. Avis dimple lock keys.
Wow.
This one actually comes with the security tag, so you can register your lock and get your keys.
Yeah.
There's a whole shitload of them in here that are
Wow.
just
That's awesome. I'm obsessed with keys.
well, I got plenty. If you need any keys for something, there was these in there, American keys. There was these ones a gold something lock. I'm not sure which version.
Oh yeah.
BKS, another Zeiss Icon one, and another Zeiss Icon one.
More goal.
Yeah, well, that was the same one. Got some more
Oh
Avis ones. Some regular, uh, just little padlock keys.
wow.
Um, some other master lock ones and best or whatever other ones. You have to see them. There's a whole shitload.
Oh yeah.
It was two of them big bubble wrap bags, one inside the other. Plus, I got a whole bunch of stickers. She gave me all these stickers.
Awesome.
Um, and a Lady Locks pin. It's in there backwards, but and this Gorilla Guys thing, and McD pours. I'm over holding them off to the side. You can't see shit. Um, and uh, got a big old dock one. Uh,
Nice.
got all these things. Come on.
I bet you Lady Locks didn't realize how excited we'd get about a big bag of keys.
Um, also, this she get give me. She's got this like I don't know if it's metal or what, but it's her little Lady Locks card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
nice.
it's like metal. I'm not, or it's really good plastic. I'm not sure which, I just got it stuck up here on my monitor.
Oh, that's nice.
And oh, she give me some more uh, poker chips, and yeah, the that one I don't, but yeah, I've got an extra one of them, an extra McNeepor, and I got two um J Gabriels. I got three. I got three. There's another one down in here still.
Nice.
So I got a few doubles and a triple, but that's a pill bottle. That's all my, unless I haven't found all my packages of stickers and stuff.
Wow.
I've
That's
been,
awesome.
yeah, I've been collecting them up as I go and see what I can stack up there. Um,
Yeah, I've collected quite a few myself. I got Shackleman. I got all five of the Block Sticker 1969. They had sayings and stuff on the back.
yeah, I've got them.
And I got Grouchy Lenny and Terry B. Pickin and Doc Macchiana. I never know how to say her name right. And Yabo. I haven't seen that guy. Has anybody talked to him? He like disappeared.
I seen them here and there.
And I got Lock Squatch.
I like this one. I picked up a while back at the flea market.
Oh, nice.
That's not the one I got today. I've had this one for a while. This is just like fishing, high strength fishing line wrapped around there, tied. Other than that, it's just solid steel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing's like a quarter-inch thick and very sharp. It's like a little mini ninja sword.
That's nice.
This is the good SFIC lab block. I can't tip it all the way down, and my pins will fall out. I have this Falcon lock I took apart, and the pins are in here. And yesterday I was watching somebody's live and decoding uh, the I was measuring all the pins and decoding it so I could figure out what the key cuts were, by numbers.
Yeah.
And so then I can make keys to fit it. And like I was telling, I think it was on Bando's live. Um, Whenever you take something apart, as soon as you got the pins laid out on something, take a picture
Yeah. I've
because
made that mistake many a times.
I know more than pull this piece out of here. Come on, get out of there. And it doesn't just flip open. I mean, it does, but it's so stiff that you've got to get it started and then flip it open carefully. Well, the top is open. If you tip it this way, they all dump out. I did it twice,
Oh, gosh.
but I already had pictures of it because this thing's been apart since 22. Been sitting in a box someplace for the last 2 years, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
They just haven't got around to messing with it to make the key for it. I've got keys, I got blanks, and I got space and depth keys for all the best keys. It's like
And that's the thing that you punch them down through the top, right?
yep.
Okay.
Um, and so you can see all them. Well, I had pictures of it when I took it apart the first time.
Yeah.
So when I dumped it, I mean, I dumped them all over. My keyboard is right here. You can see the edge of it now.
Yeah.
My keyboard's right here, not this keyboard, another keyboard. And I mean, I had pins and master wafers all over this thing.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
I'm going to close it back up
Yeah.
if I don't. And the one I was going to give you is it's still in the kitchen, but it's like the top half of this block.
Yeah.
There's no lower section, but they do make a 3D printed base that looks like a rectangular hourglass with the space for a Bible thing inside of it that you just sit the block on top of, punch them out into it. Then you take the thing out the top, pull the little book out, and open it up, and there's your pins.
Nice.
Other words, they just fall out.
Yeah.
Um, and that way you can decode stuff. I mean, if you don't care, if you're just repinning it and you start from scratch, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
if you didn't know what the key was, then you need them in order to decode them and figure out what it was supposed to be and what keys you got to cut.
Yeah.
And this one and the other one are both solid steel. The punches, this is for capping it, and this is for disassembly. You, depending on which way you put the core, you put it in this way, and this one just goes through here and punches it all the stuff out the bottom.
Ah.
See, so that will push the whole thing. Usually, you squish your springs a little bit, so you usually have to replace springs, but you just push them out, and it all drops down into the little book, and then you have all your stuff. And then when you're ready, you put your lock this way, dump all you put the thing back in upside down still, put all your pins back in the Bible, and you can dump them all in there, or you can also just put the thing back in here like this. Only goes one way. Put it in here like and just drop all the pins in correctly. And what the hell did I do it? Oh, here it is. Uh, CLK sells this little test device.
Yeah.
Okay, see all the pins? I put the metal thing on there because it wants to fall apart. But you sit this on top of here, and it sits on there, and see how there's nothing sticking up.
Yeah.
If I had pins in there, that would go down and sit on top of the pins. And if any one of them sticking up where it doesn't belong, that means you got a pin out of place, or they don't add up to 23, because that's what they're supposed to add up to. So this thing just sits on top of the block, and I don't have any pins in there right now, but it would sit on top of the pins, and all of them should be even. They won't be flush, but they'll all be even. So if you missed a wafer, or you didn't get your pins right in the right position, you drop one in the wrong hole or something, that will tell you that you've got your stuff lined up before you go through and go whack, 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 whack.
Wow.
Because
That's cool.
if you don't do that, your key's not going to work, and then you got to take it back apart again.
Huh.
The one thing is you need a kit for assembly that has I've got one that has they look like wafers, master wafers, but they're thinner.
Yeah.
That's what you drop in there and smack down to cap off each one of the holes. This
I was
one,
wondering about that.
yeah, this one had a slide plate in it.
Yeah.
Most of them just have the little caps. because actually right now, if I put this in here, it won't. See, that should be going into the lock.
Yeah.
It's that missing space is the same distance as it would be if it was a regular one. So I've got it somewhere. I'm sure there's a little brass plate that just slid in there. That's a little dovetail actually. So this one just had a little slide plate to cover it, but the other ones all have to be capped.
Nice. Man, you learn something new every day. I always wondered about that. I tore this. It's Best.
Yeah.
With Best keys. I took it all out, took it all apart, and somehow managed to get it all back together and working correctly without
Wow.
going through the top. How I did it, don't ask me, but I did it the other weekend.
Wow. That's if you look at this one, I made the mistake of before is see how that trying to get some light in there. See how that tail piece is on there?
Yeah.
That's them are smashed flat. The two pins right there that hold that tail piece on there.
Yeah.
You don't ever grind them off
Okay.
because what it is them pins aren't pins stuck in the hole. There are pins that are still there from milling sticking out. So once you put that cap on there and smash it down, there's no way to replace the pins. If you grind them off, they're short.
Oh, okay.
See, this is never to be disassembled more than this. Now they do make them with clips that hold this on together,
Yeah.
like a regular
This
lock.
one has a clip.
Yeah, I've got some of them too. But these kind, you never want to take that out because there's no way to fix it without you're re-drilling and re-adding a pin. And believe me, there's not a whole lot of space inside that core
Yeah, there's not.
because you got the keyhole, then you got the two side holes. It's actually the tailpiece connection, and then you've got the key going this way and everything else. Um, I took one out of a lock and cut apart. Now they do make these in 7 pins too. This one's only a 6 pin,
Yeah.
and they make tailpiece expansions so that because the lock that these go into will have the two rods that go into them two holes to make the lock turn.
Yeah.
And if you put a 6 pin where a 7 pin was, they make a little spacer to make the plate that goes into the lock mechanism be the right distance so that it'll stand away from this one. So you can put a 6 pin where a 7 pin was, but if you get
Oh,
a
really?
lock that was made for a 6 pin but not a 7 pin, you can't swap them.
Yeah. I gotta put this in there to see if you can do something with this one when I give you these one. I got this Falcon here,
Yeah.
but I tried picking it and uh master wafers started falling out of the inside while I was picking it. How that happened, I don't know. But
Yeah.
maybe you can get it because I wouldn't mind getting the uh
Yeah.
housing because
Yeah.
this.
If you have to, I do have the drill set for drilling SFIC cores.
Oh, you do?
Yes, it's a jig that it has different replaceable key blades that you put a key blade in there, and then it lines up your drill to the correct position of the pin chambers,
Yeah.
so you can drill them out without damaging the rest of the lock. I mean, the lock will be junk,
Yeah.
but you'll get the lock out of the housing because the housing's your lock mechanism. You got to have that.
Yeah.
And you can replace cores left and right. You can order empty cores or pinned up cores
Yeah.
pretty cheap. Anyway,
Sushi made his own tool to pin and cap the SFIC cores. That guy can make just about anything too.
yeah, you can they have a complete plastic a decapping unit, um, but it's plastic, so after a while, of smacking a thing down, you're gonna wear it out.
Yeah.
But it'll last for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally got this one. I ordered from CLK. They messed up the order. I had ordered the small block that I'm giving you,
Yeah.
right? I didn't have that much money. Well, then I got more money, but then when I got my shipment, it had this and the other one,
Oh,
right?
nice.
I was supposed to get something else. There was another something I ordered that they didn't get, so they got the wrong thing. So they had to switch it, and I'm like, well, screw it. There's no point in me shipping it back. I like this one better than my basic one, so I'll just keep them both. And I sent them the they figured out what it was that was missing and shipped me that, and I just paid extra for the to get keep this block. That's why I got two of them.
Nice.
So yeah. Oh,
So
I've got the
sushi.
whole I got the whole pinning chart, and I've gone through PJ's training thing for the SFICs. He just had a bunch of videos that you can just watch on
Yeah,
how
I
to.
started watching them and I was like, holy crap, this is
Well,
way more in depth than I thought it was.
oh yeah, the pinning sheet that he used to demonstrate how to calculate the control key and operating keys.
Yeah,
I've I've got that whole sheet on a spreadsheet where you can just put in the numbers and it will figure out what the rest of your pins are and stuff. Some of it anyway. Or there's a way to once you take one of these apart, like say you've got the operating key but not the control key,
yeah,
all you do is take it apart, measure the driver pin, and I think you subtract 13 or something or add 13. I can't remember which. Um, and that will tell you the cuts to make your control key.
wow. Huh.
Um, and so once you've got one, you can take it apart, measure them, and cut a control key, and it tells you
Okay.
the cuts. Anyway, uh, anything else we want to do?
I can't think of anything. I'm just like, you actually, all, now you're getting out the impressioning tools. There we
Yeah,
go.
I won this from CLK.
You did?
Yes, I won several times actually.
I got to
Um,
keep remembering to put in for it. I won the lock boss thing. That was awesome.
yep. Yeah, I won this thing. Um, it's tight. But I mean, it's all steel, or maybe this aluminum. No, that's steel too. I think. Nope, that's either pure stainless or aluminum, but this part's steel. Um, and this is from framing,
Hmm.
and I started it, but I never got around to finishing a lock, so I'm still working on that.
Yeah. I wanted to try key impressioning, but I my eyes aren't that good, you know?
The other day when laid lock something, not this last time, but before that, um, I got this. It's a little mini like pinning thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the pins in it because I got tired of chasing my big old box over there for master no for damn spools. So I put a one of each size in here so that when I go repinning locks, I don't have to go chasing out my big huge pinning kit.
Yeah. Oh, we got Tiwanaku in the chat now too. Yeah, that's a good idea. Then you don't have to pull your whole set out. I was just digging through all the since I couldn't sleep last night because I get nervous. I I started digging through all the pins and separating them into sizes and stuff. And then I was like, holy crap, this is making my eyes hurt.
I think I showed you that pinning box of pins that I got at the flea market the last time you was there.
Yeah. I walked right by it, didn't even see it. A whole tray.
They're not sorted or anything, but I did go through with a magnet and pull out all these tailpiece screws,
Oh, nice.
as well as a few springs. And you can't really see them. There's some pins I think that are just messed up. They got like the little tail pieces on them. It's either to keep springs lined up or they're never cut off properly by the milling machine.
Yeah.
But you can't really see them. But down inside here, there's like 6 or 8 of the little construction balls.
Yeah.
They are like tiny. See them little dots?
Yeah. Holy cow.
So there's 4 of them stuck together because they're steel. They're actually tiny ball bearings. And that's
For
what
the construction course?
yeah, you put them like 2 of them, because they're like a pin, half a pin wide. So you put like 2 of them in to make a gap for your different cuts, so that when you put in the customer key, it drops them pins, them ball bearings into them extra little holes in your core.
Uh-huh.
But the pins, the holes are smaller than a key pin, so the only thing it'll fit in there is them little balls.
Wow. I didn't know they were that small.
Oh yeah.
I knew they were small, but I didn't. Those are like small. Oh,
Yep.
Dutch is back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got Dutch in the chat too. We got G Key Man up here, and we're learning about best locks. And
The other day when I was on, not on, I was just talking, typing on PW's blah, can't talk. I put your lock in the box. Anyway, the screw-on tail pieces. The
yeah,
the core cap. That holds the core into your quicks or slags and stuff.
yeah,
Well, you know how you got that little pin, right? You're always trying to push that little pin down.
yeah,
Well, she was trying to push down her little pin, and I said, well, you can just take it like either the bottom of a tension wrench, or just I have a scrap piece of tension material, and you just take a file and cut a little V in the end of it, so that you can center it around that pin and just push it down. Because she was taking tail pieces off a whole bunch of her locks, and most of them were the screw-on type. So it's like you just push it on that pin and hold it down. It keeps it from sliding off,
yeah,
and makes it a lot easier.
yeah. I never thought to do that. Put the little V in it. I would always stick the.
I made this one while she was trying the first one.
Yeah,
But the big thing is you lose them because you got them sticking around in a container someplace or whatever, and you don't realize it's got the little fork on it, and you put it somewhere else or you can't see it. That's why if you make it out of a tension wrench, I mean, you do nothing with this end anyway. It's easy to put a little V in the bottom of that, and you got your tool.
exactly. That's a good idea, and I think I'm gonna do it for sure.
Yeah. Oh, see this is my stand. That's my knife. See, it's just got the metal base,
Yeah,
and the post going up, and then there's a clamp up here. I don't know if I can turn it that far. Oh, I guess I can. Got to remember, you're seeing sideways, and everything's hanging down. This is gravity down here,
yeah.
or I should say. But that little nut right here loosens this whole thing up, and this is a shackle right here. See, here's the other half over here.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's put you back where you're vertical again. And this is just on it's the camera is just one of them webcams you lay on top of your monitor.
Yeah.
And so it's got like a pivot point so that I can swing it this way or this way. And then because I just got a bolt with actually I have a bolt sticking through a big fat key to clamp it onto the space on the end of the shackle. And so then I can actually spin it this way if I need to a little bit, as long as I don't loosen it up too much.
That works out good.
So I got complete, access control of see how I get it square with my, this is the keyboard drawer. So then I can tilt the monitor, the camera this way or not. Plus it has two built-in microphones that I'm next to the camera lens.
That works out good.
Yeah. And where I got sitting is it's below the edge of my monitor when I'm looking at my monitor, but it's above all my other junk around here so that I can see under it. I can see over it without trying to tilt my head to see the monitor. And when I'm not in a live like this, I can put the camera view off to the side somewhere. It's on my second monitor so I can see what I'm doing while I'm doing something. If I want to make a video, I can actually see what I'm recording.
Oh, that works out good then, because that's where I was struggling when I was trying to do it up there, was trying to be above, and I couldn't see. And
I do have a 3D printer, but it's the software is kind of screwed up right now. We made these back when it was first working.
Oh yeah,
silver filament and black filament.
Nice.
And I do have a pinning tray that we made, but I don't remember what I did with it. It's been around somewhere. And
those turned out nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good. But I gotta fix the software for it so it'll function again. At the time, my son, he was one playing with it mostly. He actually has we had a what the hell's it called? Well, little mini computers in a box. It's around here somewhere. Hold on. Come on.
Mini computers in a box, like a flipper thing or something?
Yeah, a little bit bigger than that. Just a second. I got so much crap on here. Here it is. Oh, it's it's a Pi something.
Oh, a Raspberry Pi?
Yeah, Raspberry Pi, whatever version. Anyway, he bought one of these and the box, and had this thing all programmed. We actually took one of these webcams, right?
Yeah.
And clamped it to the side of the 3D printer so that you could literally watch the 3D printer print remotely. So we had it sitting in the kitchen, and he was in his bedroom where I'm at now, and he could send programs, send the instructions to this thing, which would then send it to the printer, right?
Yeah.
And the printer had the camera on here, so you could actually watch it print and control it. This would act like a print spooler. So the job would come in here and go out to the printer, and he could send it in there, and it would just sit there and run. And
no kidding.
Yeah. And he could remotely control it, turn it on and off, whatever he needed to. And I don't know what's got on it now. But I can't remember the password yet, so we got to work on that. But you don't have to have that. He just did it for something to do. But We got to get the printer straightened out so we can do some printing with it. It's just an Ender 3. It was like I think it was like $150 or something.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't believe I actually knew what that thing was. A Raspberry Pi. I
yeah,
watched videos on it on Raspberry Pis and flippers.
yeah.
I think they're awesome. I
Well,
couldn't use one.
if you look at it, it's 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 got USB ports, a network port, right, an Ethernet card, power connector, HDMI connector for a monitor. It's got a power supply, same as your older cell phones. And then you can stack extra modules in on this strip right here. I don't know if you can see them, the pins. See,
Yeah.
there's extra modules that you can add on there for different things. So if you were trying to control like a robotic thing and you wanted to drive motors, well, there's extra modules that will actually handle the power, where you can plug them into here that would control the power switches to control other devices. So you can
Really?
control a 300 watt, friggin' 300-volt motor if you wanted to, because you just get a motor controller.
Yeah.
Um, and so you can control just about anything with this thing. Plus, there's actually a camera plug-in on here if you buy the camera that fits on here.
Really?
You could put a remote camera someplace, and this thing would automatically upload video to you or whatever. Just depends on what you put on here, because it's got memory, it's got software. There's a whole operating system on here. It's a Linux operating system that you can upload to it, and you log right into this thing just like you log it into a computer terminal.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean, it has the whole graphics interface and everything. You can plug in a keyboard to this thing, a monitor connection, USB, HDMI connection, plug it into a monitor screen, and sit there with a keyboard and a mouse and do whatever you want with it. Program it to do things, whatever you want to do. You can load the Linux stuff. Has a browser. You can get right on the internet with this little bitty box.
Really?
It's just,
I think all that stuff is so neat, but I
the thing is
never
that
learned it, you know?
the reason the computers are even big is because of the stuff that you have to interface with.
Oh,
If
really?
if you want to put in a CD drive, you got to have a CD drive. If you want to plug in a keyboard, you got to have a socket big enough to plug in a keyboard. When they get AI friggin' voice recognition control that actually gets right,
Yeah.
and doesn't do stupid shit, then this thing can be the size of a little bitty watch and have the power of a mainframe. You know?
Oh, no shit.
Oh yeah,
I did not
because
know that.
all the processing is in that little chip there. Everything else is just interface to the outside world. That's why you always see in the all the new space video whatever things, everybody's got the holographic keyboard, right, and
Yeah.
screen, right. Well, that's because you're touching a virtual screen. I know you can't see me. I'm waving my hands up in the air. Um, but you get a virtual keyboard in the air,
Yeah.
and it senses what you're touching according to what the image is supposed to be showing, and you don't need a physical keyboard or a mouse to steer anything because it's all in the air, like you see on Iron Man videos, right? He's dragging and dropping stuff off the stuff in the middle of the air. All
Yeah, I
that,
wondered how true that was.
well, it's possible, and you can. It's just that the controls and the thing is there. It's just you've got to get the holographic display system and a way for you to interact with it, because it has to know what you're doing. Right?
So it has to track your hands if
Yes.
you were going to put, your
That's
hands
like
and your fingers.
you've seen them virtual reality headsets.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they do the same thing. They show you an image, and you have parts that go on your hand, on your wrist or whatever, in your hand, a little grip unit
Yeah.
that you hang on to, and that tells the computer what your hand is doing. So when you go up there and say, you take your hand and you point it towards something, right? You're
Uh-huh.
seeing the image, and the sensor is sensing your hand, so that when you reach up and it makes a virtual hand, that the computer is using that reference point to show you what you're doing. So you just watch your little hand on the screen touch stuff, and it gives you that feedback.
I see.
See, so they just got to do it to where you don't have to have something, in your hand, on your wrist, or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, it's that two-way communications for it to recognize stuff.
Almost
And
like the Xbox with the Kinect, because I got that for my kids,
yep,
where it tracked your movements, and then so that was kind of the beginning of it, huh?
yep. So it's that bidirectional interface that they've got to improve, because you really don't want to be hitting the wrong command and wiping out all your data, or
Yeah.
missiles or something.
Right. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. I just knew I wanted to get one of them flipper zeros, but I didn't. I am so computer illiterate. It's not even funny. I suppose I should sit down and try to learn some stuff, but it's almost to the point where I'm too old, you know?
Is the audio coming through for everybody good? I don't see anybody typing yet, but it'll take them a minute.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I can see what my TV says.
don't see anybody typing yet, but it'll take a minute.
Oh yeah, we got good audio. They're
All
probably
right.
going in between us and another live.
Yeah. Oh, on that lock that I keyed for you,
Yeah,
I I fixed the tailpiece so that that cap tool that I gave you,
yeah,
that's it's like this one. This
yeah,
one will not fit it, because it was a little tight and it wouldn't fit.
yeah,
This would. This is a different. This has got a double ender. Um, this one's for the them tail pieces that have that little centerpiece in them already.
yeah.
Um, and this one is the same as that one, but now I fixed your cap so that it would actually fit either one of these,
Oh, nice.
so it'll gut easily.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to try and pick it on camera or alive or something and then gut it and show everybody your your handiwork.
Yeah, yeah. The key, I only had one that actually fit the lock perfectly.
Yeah,
The other one was like, either I think it was cut off center, because the blade was a little too tall and it made the key push out the bottom of the cord. So I would have had to cut the key shorter to make it fit in there from the top. But I got the one key, and it looks like all I did was cut one big V in it. But there's actually, because the first and last, or not the first and last pin, the first and second to last pin are both zeros, right?
wow.
So there's no cut on the key there. And then two is number two pin is like a one cut, and three pin is like a 10 cut, which doesn't even register on the stupid key gauge.
Uh,
Um, but that's the way the pin was made. I didn't change the pins. All the key pins are still the original round nosed, not worn out. They're actually round. They look just like a ball bearing half.
yeah,
Um, and So there was that one big long one, and then it was my key was only a 5-pin key, but the lock is a 6-pin lock. So I put there was two long pins. One was like a 10 and one was like a 9 or something. And I put the 9 one at the end to barely hit the edge of the tip of the key.
Yeah.
It just happened to be perfect. It in sixth position, it hit the tip of the key and came out perfect.
That's awesome.
So the key doesn't even, I mean, it barely touches the last pin, but it's just enough to push it up.
And then you know what I did with the other kick?
Yeah, what'd you do? I know you had the other one somewhere.
Yeah, I it's in one of these containers. Well, I picked it and I was gutting it, and I didn't take the springs out, and I put the cylinder back in it, and I set it down, and I was doing something, and I pick it back up and turned it just enough to where them springs went boink right back in the holes, and I'm like, oh god. So now it's stuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still good for a gutting disaster about
Oh,
every few.
I've messed up some locks before. Ain't no biggie.
So now I got to try and get those springs pushed up in there, or just rip it out and get new springs. But
Yeah.
I'm so
Believe me, I've taken and had to drill a uh give me a nice little pointy thing. I've had to drill a hole like in the side of there to push up a pin and hold it up in there in order to get a lock apart
oh my god.
because um, a pin would drop down and drop into the not into a chamber but into a I had a lock with it was a rotation limit slot,
Yeah,
right? So the last pin wasn't a chamber; it was just the one that keeps your core from turning 90 more than 90 degrees.
yeah,
When you turn the core that way and you pull it out, and that pin drops down in it, there's no way to get to it. There's no way to get to that chamber, that
yeah,
space, because the pin dropped down in it. So I had to um, drill a little bitty hole in the side, and I could push it up, but there was no way to hold it up. Couldn't shim it. Once I got it up there, I could pin it and hold it in place, and then get it apart and reassemble it. It wasn't this kind; it was a different cylinder, but it was close.
yeah.
But believe me, I've had to figure out some weird things.
So
See
have I.
that, or you on if like you get the kicks that all have the solid brass. There's no plate, no caps.
Yeah,
You can drill a little teeny hole that's smaller than the spring, but you can reach in there and push stuff around depending on what you got to do, to get stuff out, and then you can do something, and then plug the hole a little bit and make it go back together. I even got one that's I don't know where it's at, but it was supposed to have a screw-on cap, but somebody lost the cap, so I didn't have the proper cap to fit it,
yeah,
and all the caps would bottom out short of the body, so the core could go back and forth, right? Which obviously isn't going to work.
yeah.
So I literally took the there was a last chamber. I took there was a groove because the core didn't belong to the body is what happened, I don't think. And so I actually took a pin, cut it like a half circle, and when you drop the pin down in, it would fall into that groove and retain the core.
Wow.
Yeah, that one that one I wouldn't trust in anything other than for picking, because if the pin ever fell out, it would all the pieces would fall apart because the
Oh
cord
yeah.
would come out and shit like that. Oh, I got Lady Luck's also give me an extra Sasquatch,
Yeah,
and I got a bunch of these little button batteries,
yeah.
and I dropped some hot glue on I got a little cutting board. I dropped some hot glue on it. I put the magnet on the board, drop hot glue over the top of it, and then squish the Sasquatch down on top of it and let it cool. And then you got a
A magnetic
yeah.
Sasquatch from
So I can
Lock
stick them on the
Squash.
side of the safe. Yep, I can stick them on the side of the safe or whatever.
Uh,
Um, right now he's hanging off my shackle. Um, but I got both of them sitting on my shackle at the moment. You can't see them, but
Lock Squash will love that.
yeah,
I got a couple of them hiding around all over.
yeah. You can order like a ton of them. Little I got uh, Harbor Freight has a little uh, actual. This is it, an actual little mini pill bottle thing. That's just a stack of, I think it's like 10 of them little magnets, right?
Yeah,
That's what's in here. See?
nice.
So, and there's a whole bunch of them little bitty magnets. Well, they're really strong, and they're good for sticking on stuff and making things hang on someplace. Um, and so that's what is on the bottom of Sasquatch.
Yeah, I got a couple of them little ones on this
Yeah,
that were extra from my that I got to put on my dog legs,
yep.
and they're pretty strong. So I put
Uh,
my
oh, you want to see a strong one? Oh, hold on. I was using these to hold all my little things up there. I was hanging all these on the side of my safe. This is what you get out of a hard drive,
oh yeah,
right?
that's
That, yeah, yeah,
neodymium.
yeah. Neodymium, whatever.
Yes,
Big ass magnets.
nice. Yeah, we
But
went magnet fishing the other day.
I got some of them.
So
But
I got 500 pound neodymium. Why can't I
I
say it?
I don't know.
I've
It's
never
called
had a problem saying it.
um this I gotta put that back up there. Um I'll show you another one in a second here, just a second. I gotta hang all this crap back up there. Oh, see what I did with that one? Makes a good pin holder.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I collect those hemostats, man. They work for all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Any toolkit I have has those in it.
Here's another one. And that's small, so that'll reach right in there and grab stuff.
Oh yeah.
And that one's right on the end, so um and this one's just a flat one, but put that up there. Oh, I just pulled this one off my refrigerator, my mini fridge. I did have it in a sock.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I got two of these. And I've got two round ones that are about that big, that long, that are cylinders about that big around.
Yeah.
And I have a board. It's a What is that? Did somebody else jump in there?
Oh no, it's just them talking by the door.
Oh, okay. Um, anyway, I have what I call a scissor board. It
Yeah.
was, I think it was part of a drying rack, but it's two pieces of wood about 2 inches probably wide by an inch, and they got a big rivet in the middle, and it's about 4 feet, 3.5 feet long. And you put the scissor board on, like say you get two of these stuck together, and you put the scissors like this, and one on each magnet, and then you push them this way, and it separates them to where they're only got a narrow connection,
Yeah.
so that you can separate them, because you can't take these and just pull them apart.
Oh no.
You can't even slide them apart yourself. You need something that, because I'm squeezing way back here. If I get that too close to my metal, it's going to stick. So anyway, if you make a big old set of boards like that, so that you can shove them apart, because if you don't, you'll never get them apart. They actually came with a set of rubber rings, like a flattened out rubber O-ring, but it was flat, like a rubber washer that they put between the two magnets so that they don't smack together. Because the only problem with them kind of magnets is they're very, very brittle.
Yeah. They'll explode.
Oh
I
yeah,
found out the hard way.
yeah. I do got some other ones. I got a big one that's like this big around. It's a good 3 inches around. One of
Yeah.
them has the hole in the center so that you can put the threaded rod through the center or through the side, and the other one just has one through the center with a metal shell. Um, I was going to try magnet fishing, but
Oh,
what they give you is like a.
Grouchy Lenny.
Uh-oh, there's Grouchy. Oh, how many people we got left in here? Any?
Says we got 8.
Oh my! I just hit mine. It says we got 11.
Oh.
Anyway, but I don't see any place on the Restream screen where I can type in the chat. It's only I can use I popped out my chat window from my YouTube browser section, so I could type if I want to, but I can see the chat, but I don't see any place to type from it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think it's because it's right in the thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I've got the YouTube screen muted so that the only sound comes through the Restreams tab.
Yeah.
In other words, you get that loopity stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. We got Grouchy Lenny in there. I'm sure there's other people listening and driving and doing whatever they got going on.
Yep.
While we just go on.
Yeah. I was trying to find what I do with it. Somebody's digging.
Yeah, that was me.
Um,
Oh, now we got Bean P and Sushi's still listening.
yeah.
They're back there. But yeah, that best lock thing is pretty cool. I started watching that thing you were talking about, that guy, I can't remember his name, that was showing you how to do the best lock, and I was like, holy crap, I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
that
PJ.
in depth. Because
This here's my microscope one.
oh, nice.
I don't have it plugged in right now. It's them are all lights, so you can get up to that close to it. And this is my little carpet piece. You can get down and see the material down in there.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Here, let me see. Let me find the end of it. Come on.
Oh,
So you can go into that same place where you change it from mirror to not mirror. Is
yeah.
also the spot you can choose your camera.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's right down touching the ground. You can't see it from above, but
Yeah.
it has a focus.
Wow. That's crazy.
Let me see. Here, I'll put a quick set under there. And that's just down focus close. I can back it up and then refocus it. Look, other way.
That's awesome. Man, I want to play with that.
Yeah, yeah. That's So anyway, I'm gonna switch back to the other one. You can also control the light brightness on it too.
Yeah,
Come on, get up there. All right, get back over there out of the way.
that is awesome. You could look right down the keyway, couldn't you?
Oh yeah. Well, that one's that one would too, but the other one that has the really small tip, you can
Yeah.
get up and do the same thing. But that one doesn't really have much of a focus. You just got to move it in and out yourself.
Ah,
But that microscope one, you can get it whatever, clamp it in position, and then adjust the focus.
that's nice.
Yeah, and
Especially for people like me who can't see shit.
yeah, yeah. You can, and that microscope one, you can back it up a long ways and still make it focus in. So you could have the whole key in view, kind of thing. Like you could have the key down there and see the whole key by just by raising it up higher. Like that way up here, and then being able to focus it in on the key. Just
Yeah,
you have to see what the limits is. That's all. The stand for it broke, but I can make anything to clamp it where I want it. So
yeah.
oh yeah.
That's pretty freaking cool.
The I think the let me see. I ordered the microscope online. The dang it, the other one I uh, picked up at the flea market for a couple bucks or something.
I used to have like a one that was kind of like the snake one you got, but
Yeah.
I lost it down a drain.
Oh man.
Yeah, I stuck it down the drain, and of course this was in Flint, and because the water wasn't going down in the trap house.
Yeah.
So I start shoving it down the drain, and I seen a rat's face in the water, and I was like, "I'm out." I left it in there. It's probably still down in there.
I've got one of the inspection cameras. It's got like I don't think a 4 foot um, semi flexible metal housing with a
Yeah,
camera on the end of it. but it has its own built-in camera. It doesn't record or anything. It just has its own camera
Yeah.
or its own screen. So it's just battery operated. It has a
Oh,
little grip, and you can
yeah.
see what the camera's doing, but there's no way to record it.
Yeah, I had it where it plugged into my phone, and then there was like
Yeah.
there's probably 6 feet of it, and you could just shove it down drains and stuff. And it was
Oh yeah.
pretty cheap, and it was waterproof, and it had a little light on the end. And dude, I seen that rat's face in that pipe. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm out. You
That's
guys are
funny.
on your own."
There's a
Stories
guy
from the
that
trap house.
I watch. He drills wells, regular water wells for houses and stuff. Right. He's
Yeah.
down somewhere near Florida somewhere, um, and he's got a camera like that, inspection camera, but it has a reel of cable that he can drop it down to like 500-600 feet.
Oh wow.
Maybe less than, I'm not sure, but it's a big reel, about probably 2 foot around, depending on which one it is. He's got multiple ones, and it drops the cable down, and he can watch it on the screen and inspects the. It's probably only a couple 100 feet, because it's so that he can inspect the pipe down to where it goes from pipe to rock,
Yeah.
so that he knows where the because sometimes he also does fracking, and he has one of the big expansion things that you go down there and it expands into the pipe, seals it off, and then he pressurizes the well to expand the cracks in the well to make water come out easier.
Yeah.
That's what fracking is. And so he has to make sure that he knows where the end of the pipe is, and that it's good, and he doesn't have like a big gap there, because if he tries to expand his thing into a big space, it'll blow up his packer. You know.
Yeah, I never really understood what fracking was.
Yeah, it's he injects water, but like the oil wells, he inject like salt water
Yeah.
to. All it does is you're just pressurizing the well, and the cracks in the ground expand, allowing the oil or whatever you want, water, oil, to flow backwards through the cracks.
Ah,
See, in other words, you're fracturing the rock better.
I see. That makes sense now.
Yep. And he just did a video. He had a well that wasn't making any water. Somebody else drilled it. He didn't drill it. Drilled like 400 feet, and it was making no water. It took like 24 hours just to get water in the pipe. And he went through there and fracked it, and it was making like probably, I think it was 10 or 20 gallons after that. Just depends on how good it fracks.
Huh. Well, I
Yeah.
never knew what fracking was exactly, but
Yeah. He has a high pressure hydraulic pump run by I think it's a straight 6 cylinder motor. The pump connects to the transmission. It's got like a 3-speed transmission, and
yeah.
that's what drives the pump. And he cranks it up to several thousand psi, um, and it expands the cracks, and he pumps water down in there. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, I've been using my Corbin um, cylinder as a stand. I think it's my Corbin cylinder. It's not yours, right?
I don't know if I have one or not.
I got so many freaking cores.
Yeah, the old straight 6 motor. They're one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That those ran forever. I had a F-250 with a straight 6, the 306. That was a good truck, even though I'm not a Ford guy. But and then I got my Jeep. That's is the straight six.
Remember this thing?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Well, they actually, I mean, this thing is made by GE. They actually know what they're doing.
yeah.
Um, if the bottom was out, this part would just slide out.
No, would you bring me my binky out of the car? I left it in there. Anyway, sorry.
So if this tab right here goes into a slot in that base,
Yeah,
if this was out, this whole unit would just slide out.
yeah,
But what it is I don't know if you can see it in there. There's the solenoid. It's a double-ended solenoid. They both pull in. They both pull in.
okay,
This one, the shackle one, you can beat it enough to make it do that, and just pop it out, and the shackle will come out.
yeah,
Right. The other one is a lot stronger. It doesn't work as easily. Plus, the this is the wrong. The I've seen a couple of videos online. This one just has a regular looking shackle. The part that's down here doesn't look like that. It looks like uh, it looks like a J channel, and then the solenoid pin comes out and goes into a half circle connection, and there's like a groove around the end of the solenoid pin
yeah.
locked into that thing, and so when you tell the box to open, it puts pressure on the pins. You push in the bottom, that really gets the part that's wrapped around the pin away from the pin. Then the pin can retract, and then you can pull the bottom out. But you can't push it in and hit it and let go of it before the thing's gonna close up, because it's got two of them. And
One
you
on each
can't use
side.
a magnet. You can't use a magnet because the the whole thing is shrouded by metal. The solenoid's in its own box of metal, as well as the outside of this thing here is aluminum too, right? So it's shrouded by like 3 layers of metal around that solenoid itself. So there's nothing a magnet's going to do to make them solenoids pull to the middle. I tried. I used that big ass magnet and tried to put it in the middle, and
Yeah,
it wouldn't. It didn't do
I have
anything.
tried to figure that thing out for God.
I
It's been probably 5 years.
I haven't.
I
I didn't.
was,
This thing is all fine. It's just glued on there.
yeah,
You just get a screwdriver under it and shove it back and push it over the little purple thing, and it comes right off.
yeah,
But uh, the only way to get this out is to drill it like right there, just an 1/8 inch drill bit. Drill it there, reach in there with 2 pieces of wire, and push the plungers in, and then pull it out.
yeah.
I mean,
I,
short of ripping it completely
I was
apart.
convinced I could do a non-destructive get into it without a flipper zero or whatever, or one of those things. But after 5 years, I had to give up.
No, the because the thing is that in order for that thing to even function, is first it has an internal battery that is non-user replaceable. It's soldered in. It's like one of the big green batteries,
Yeah,
and it's soldered into the board. You have to, it's on wires, but I mean you can change it, but it's you have to know how to rewire it.
yeah,
Um, so when it battery's dead, it's junk,
yeah.
because once it's dead, you can't get it open. And the app, you have to be a registered
User.
real estate person to get the code to activate your app, which then will let you get into the box by scanning its barcode and whatever, and assigning a code for it so that you can open it. They do make a little handheld device that will do the same thing as the app, just by pushing in the code and putting in the code that somebody set. But once
Yeah.
it's set, you got to be able to get into it. There's a reset somewhere, but with no power, it's not going to do squat.
Yeah.
And there's no external ports, or anything to like.
Yeah. How do you charge the battery? You
You
got to
don't.
take that drawer. You don't? It just,
No, it's soldered. Like I said, it's soldered right in there. What they do is, because they sell them for a couple $100. Real estate guy, he don't care if it
yeah.
dies. It probably warns you. The app will probably tell you battery's getting low, and you take out the last key and junk it, or send it back to get replaced or something, because it's not easily replaced.
Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering how they charged it. Did they take off and not bring my binky in here?
I don't
Yes,
know.
they did. Them
Oh,
dirty rats. Yeah, I didn't bring it in. Dang it. God, I swear. Kids these days are completely useless.
yeah.
I can't believe they didn't bring it in. Y'all heard me. Y'all are my witnesses. I said, will you bring my binky in? That's what I call my ape,
Yeah,
my buddy. Was making fun of me one night. He's like, "Where's your binky at?" And
bro.
it stuck.
I just saw a video. You know, they always got these videos of the little kid. The parents try to keep them to give up their binky,
Yeah,
right? The one's got tied to a string, and it's attached to a helium balloon, and when a kid lets go, it goes wee and off into the sky.
yeah.
There's this one where I don't think he was purposely trying to do it, but he was watching the fish in the water at the dock, and he dropped his binky in the water, and they look down there, and there's a damn sucker sucking on his binky.
That's awesome.
Kid wasn't happy.
Yeah, they took off and didn't bring my binky in here. Let me see if they set it out there. I'll be right back. 1 second.
All right. Oh,
Oh, they did bring it in. They
oh,
just set it on the table. They're going to I gotta put a new bathtub in there. So they're going to pick out a new bathtub since we just got the roof done.
yeah. Where are you gonna get the bathtub from? Get,
Home
get,
Depot. It's like a shower surround thing.
yeah. I know. I used to make them bitches.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I used to make those and
Be
the
sure if
corner
it's
tubs,
be sure if it's full of chips, send it back.
right?
I used to love the meetings. Yes, make sure you put that packing in there. Make sure it's nice and clean. We don't want any bad, upset customers.
Yeah.
And as soon as the supervisor person would walk by, it was like, shit, stuff it in the box. Can't see it because it's in the box.
Yeah.
Uh, yep. Oh, What else we got?
We got. I gotta find. Oh, I was telling you about that sale on those big reds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, apparently that company doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
But they still got the sale up on their site, and their site is still up. So
that's weird.
uh, somebody on Discord was like, I went to go buy one, and they don't exist anymore." I was like, "Uh-oh, well, I put it up everywhere." Because that was a good deal.
I,
Oh, nice.
I found this piece of shit. It's made in China. It,
Yeah,
it I told the one guy, you know that guy that has a big long table, big tall guy. Anyway, so this is a terrible name for a knife, Baby Master.
yeah, that's kind of a. It probably got lost in
Translate.
translation from China.
Yeah, I mean it's a small knife. I mean that's only like 4.5 inches long, right? Okay, 5.5 inches long totally, right? It's got a 2.5 inch blade. It has a piece of shit case, but it's all metal. I won't guarantee how hard it is, but
Is it balanced? Can you
I
use
have
it, throw it?
no idea. Probably not. The back end's pretty heavy. That's on my finger. I won't guarantee my finger's round, but I figured for a bucket, what couldn't be too bad, just for something to play with.
Yeah.
Not like
I
I don't,
just
not
I
like
don't
I don't.
understand the hearts and everything on it.
There's another one. I had that one for a while.
Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah, I got a bunch of other ones too. A couple of them with multiple sets. I, I picked up. I think I showed you this one before. I had it on Instagram. The the colors are just that, that colored electrical tape.
Yeah.
Well, that's all that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just took off the two screws and stuck some tape on there and put it back together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Um,
Yeah, I found this at. I always go to there's two pawn shops within. Uh, I can smoke a cigarette and walk to each one, so I always stop in there, and the one had a box of knives for like I think they were $3 a piece, and I found one with my actual name on it.
oh, cool! Wow, even spelled right.
Yeah, even spelled right. And I mean, it isn't the greatest,
No,
but I got to clean it up and sharpen it. But I thought
how
that was
much was
pretty
it?
cool. So I
Did you
got
say?
that.
Did you say
Huh?
how much it was?
$3.
Oh hell, that's great.
Yep, they're $3 and $5 in this big bucket, and you just dig through it. It's all full of knives.
Yeah. Well, check this one out. See, it's got a lock there, right? So
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything.
Oh, there's Greyhound.
Yep. Hello, Greyhound. I forget I can just say hi,
Right?
but this thing is.
Oh, wow. Boy, that's got some kick to it.
Oh yeah, you can see me move, and it's it's pretty decent. I mean, it's nice and sharp.
Yeah. And then I had another one, but I took this broad up to the bar a couple weekends ago, and uh, the bouncers at the bar took the. I was like, "Yeah, you can have that knife. It's the tips broke off anyway." But I got that one out of there. That one had a pretty good kick to it too.
Yeah.
I got a, I got a few. I've been meaning to go on Bando's thing and show them the ones I got. This one isn't. This is what I usually carry.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Trying to find something else here. If I can find it.
It, it isn't.
Uh, Must be in my other one.
It isn't that fancy or anything. It's just I got it off at uh, Amazon. And then my other really good ones are in Alaska. I got like my diving knife for when I scuba dive and stuff,
Yeah.
or snorkel. I don't want to say scuba dive yet because I haven't passed the test yet for scuba
Yeah.
diving. And what's his face up there is a scuba uh, dive master, and he was teaching me when I was out in Hawaii. And he's a real stickler about that.
This is actually, you know, the marker flags that they
Yeah,
used to mark the electric lines, gas lines, and shit for the missed dig. Well, I bought a bundle of them things at the Restore or someplace. Yeah, they will bend if you bend them, but we're pretty springy. I just take them and I put them in my drill and put them on my band sander
yeah.
and grind them down until it comes to a point. They make nice little pointy probes and things.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed this. My whole front yard is full of them.
Yeah. Well, don't mess them up now. They end up digging the wrong shit.
Ah, they'll figure it out one way or another.
Oh man, I used to work at a college, and they put in a fiber line, and they called us dig like I don't know 3 or 4 times. The company was digging the trench to run the fiber into the front of the building, and they come out there and marked it, and they'd marked the wrong spot, and they come out and marked it. They finally marked it again, and these guys dug way away from the lines, right where they
Yeah.
were supposed to dig. He reached in with a backhoe and pulled out spaghetti,
Oh,
dug up the whole major, like, couple thousand pair of copper wire for
oh
the
my
phone
God.
for the phone lines, the big ones, the kind that's like huge.
Oh yeah. I've seen.
Suddenly,
Um.
nobody had phones.
Oh, you make dimple picks out of them.
I haven't done anything with them really.
Oh, I was talking to Zoe.
Oh, Zoe, yeah, you could. I just never did it yet.
I'm gonna make dimple picks out of these ejector pins, but I got to make lady locks, uh, some disc detainer picks, and um, Mr. Inferno, some disc detainer picks.
I got these uh, push pins from injection molding devices, but
Yeah.
they're way too big. They were in a box of metal that I bought, but these are not quite a quarter inch, and then that's got to be whatever I could tell you. They're way too big for picks.
Yeah. I'm sure we could find something for them because it's nice hardened steel.
Yep, they're the round part is 0.399, and the shaft is 0.217 inches. But I've got there's like I think I got a bag of these things, like 5 or 6 or 8 or 9, whatever it is. So if you need something that you could use something out of, I got a shitload of them.
I don't know.
Oh, you might have
I'll,
seen my name. Anyway, um,
I'll try to think of something. Oh, sushi. He's seen one hit a 8-inch high pressure gas line. Oh my God.
ooh,
I
that just
watched they were putting in fiber optic cable,
Yep.
and them sideways drills.
Somebody there.
Um, I seen it go through the gas line and everybody's phone line and come back out all messed up. Yeah. Um,
I do have some telescopes. I got one of the, I forgot which one's a refractor, the other one's a reflector. Um, I don't really do a whole lot with them, but they do work. Picked them up. Hell, one of them I think was given to me at the flea market because it didn't have the eye lens.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we had bought a telescope for my son, and the eyepieces from his would fit in the other one. So, and that was including one of them big ass wooden 3-leg tripods.
Really?
Yeah. The only thing is they put really crappy, uh, unstable mounts for the thing to pivot on, and where you adjust it. They're really, even if you tighten them up, they still wobble all over the place. Oh, I see Zoe Cat was just talking about the excavator digging up a sewer line. Back when I worked for that same college, one of their satellite colleges out in Owasso, they had like 7 buildings that were all connected together with phone lines and cable and stuff. But it was all parallel phone line, which means if you try to transmit data on parallel lines, there's all kinds of crosstalk and you can't get any high speed out of it. So they hired a company to come out and run underground conduit into each building to connect all the new data lines. And these morons dug underground and hit shit. And one day all the students were like, man, it stinks in here. And they go into their little crawl spot and it was flooded with crap because they hit a sewer line.
Holy cow.
Yeah. They put wire in the ground that looks like the same uh, cable wire you use for your Ethernet,
Yeah.
right? But it had more pairs in it, no protective coating whatsoever, and they broke their conduit in the ground. So when you drug that when they pulled the cable through the conduit, it basically cut the sheath off of all the wire. So half the wires didn't work.
Oh jeez.
We ended up pulling the stuff all back out. The maintenance crew did, pulled it all back out, sorted all the wires to figure out which wires were still good, replaced the bad ones, and then had to pull it all back in carefully. That was a mess.
Oh, I bet.
You know how you ever tried to pull wire through like 300 foot of pipe just to get the pull rope through it? You know how you get it through there?
Yeah.
You can't. They don't make a 300-foot fish tape. You take a vacuum and pull string. You tie a plastic bag on it, right? Stick it
Yeah.
in the pipe, suck the air out, and it sucks it through the conduit. And then you just pull in your heavier rope and pull your wire through, right? What do you get when the conduit's full of water?
God. A balloon?
No, you get wet.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Oh man. Yeah, I was out there. I was sent out to help them pull the wire through there,
yeah.
and the maintenance guy's got this one big commercial can vacuums, right? And about I think it was like a and probably 3-inch conduit coming out of the ground into a pull bucket, the square buckets that they sink in the ground. And he says, now stand back because this is going to make a mess. And he sticks that vacuum on there, and the sound gets closer and closer and closer. And the guy just kind of moves off to the side and pulls the thing out. And it's like, there's 4 inches of solid water coming out of the conduit.
Oh, God. Stagnant, nasty water.
Oh, yeah. They had 2 buildings. One was a library and one was an office building. And there was a driveway between them that they ran conduit from one building to the other. But it was dropped by about, probably 15, 20 foot lower than the building above. And it was a 300 pair phone cable in there, right?
Yeah.
He went down to the library and the conduit stuck out of the floor about 2.5 feet, right? Normally you'd cut it to the floor and be done with it. They couldn't. You go down there and there's water just bouncing on the top of the conduit. It was filling it up and just bubbled to the edge, right?
Yeah.
Every time somebody would open or close the door, the water would surge up over the conduit and go back down lower, and then it would fill back up again slowly.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's because all the conduit was broke. They screwed it up big time and had busted conduit everywhere. Because they didn't trench it. They did that thing where they bore and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Boring. That's what I was trying to
yeah,
think of earlier.
and these guys were about useless. Yep.
But I'm probably going to have to pop off of here for a few.
Yep. No problem.
I really appreciate everybody coming on, and I appreciate you getting on here with me, GT,
Yeah.
man. Um, thank you guys for everything.
Yep.
I'll probably be back on in a little bit. I just got to get back with Zoe and stuff and see if she gets the right stuff for the
All right.
bathtub and stuff.
Talk to
Alrighty.
everybody.
I will see you guys later.